A degree audit is your checklist of what must be completed in order for you to graduate from UCF with your chosen degree. The degree audit tracks your progress in your classes and shows you, item by item, what you have left to complete in order to finish your degree. In this presentation, we will show you how to generate, read, and print your degree audit. You should become very familiar with your degree audit and should refer to it each semester to ensure that you are on track. Your academic advisor will help you with any questions about your degree audit when you come in for your orientation advising appointment. Print and bring a copy of your audit with you to your advising appointment. Before we move on, please familiarize yourself with the following legend, as these codes are how courses will be labeled on your degree audit. Courses labeled with an EN are courses that you have completed at UCF. Courses that have an IP next to them on your audit are courses that are currently in progress, meaning that you are registered for them in the current term. The FC designation is given to any future courses, or courses for which you are registered in upcoming semesters. If a course has been transferred from another institution, that course will show on your audit with the course prefix and number. For example, if you completed WOH 2022 at a state college and that course was transferred to UCF, its course prefix and number, WOH 2022, will remain on your audit. TE courses are those in which test credit, such as AP, IB, or CLEP, was used to satisfy the class requirement. Other credit, such as military, is labeled OT. An international course credit will appear with an IE prefix. Be sure to read the audit disclaimer carefully, as it explains that the new audit is still under development to ensure consistency. To access your degree audit, go to the www.my.ucf.edu website and log in to your MyUCF portal using your NID and NID password. Once inside your MyUCF portal, select the Student Center option from the main menu of options on the left-hand side. Now you are in your Student Center. Next, locate the drop-down box found under the Academic section. Using this drop-down menu, select the MyKnight Audit option and click Go to generate your audit. Please familiarize yourself with the general layout and functions of the MyKnight Audit system. To start, any academic program, minor, or certification that you are completing will be highlighted at the top of the audit, both in the table as well as in the drop-down menu. Using this drop-down menu option, the MyKnight Audit will populate specifically for the selected program that you choose. For example, shown here in the drop-down box is the student's major of Public Administration. If this option is selected from the drop-down menu, then all of the requirements specific to that major will populate on the audit. Next, in this example, we have selected the Leadership Studies minor, which, when selected, populated the audit specifically for this minor. You will notice that the requirements for the minor are now shown. Finally, you will notice from this example that, if we select the Nonprofit Management Certificate in the drop-down menu, the audit will now populate with the requirements specific to this certificate. For the remainder of this video, we will be referencing this student's major, so we will once again select the major of Public Administration from the drop-down menu, which, if you notice, adjusted the audit accordingly. Before we review the audit requirements in more detail, please first notice that there are three other buttons located at the top portion of the MyKnight Audit: the Collapse All button, the Expand All button, and the View Report as PDF button. Clicking on the Collapse All button will collapse all sections on the audit, and clicking on the Expand All button will expand all of the sections on the audit. Please note, when the audit is first requested, all satisfied requirements will be automatically collapsed upon generating the report. All of those items labeled as not satisfied will default to open. Each requirement can be manually expanded and collapsed as needed. The View Report as PDF button will allow you to print your degree audit. Note: a PDF file will only be generated for the program selected in the drop-down box. So, in this example, if you would like to print a PDF for all the programs, the Public Administration Major, the Leadership Studies Minor, and the Nonprofit Management Certificate, you would have to select each individually and generate 3 separate reports or files. Once you have selected the desired program and have clicked the View Report as PDF button, the system will provide you with a PDF version of your audit, which you can print or save to your computer. Please note that generation of the PDF report may take several minutes. Now, let's review each section of the MyKnight Audit. The first section is the Legend and Disclaimer section. This section details the codes used on the audit. If you need to recall what a specific code means, please refer to this section. The section also provides the disclaimer noting that this audit system is currently still under development. After the Legend and Disclaimer section, there are 4 main sections that are important for each specific program. The General Education section, the State of Florida and University Requirements section, the Common Program Prerequisites section, and the Major Requirements section, which, in this example, illustrates the requirements for the degree of Public Administration. Let's review each section. If we expand the General Education section, you will notice that it has 2 subsections. The General Education Program Courses subsection, which lists all of the GEP requirements, and the Gordon Rule Requirements subsection, which lists the course requirements needed to satisfy Gordon Rule. Clicking on the green arrow will then expand each individual requirement, and by doing this, you will see if the requirement has or has not been satisfied. For example, if we click the green arrow next to the GEP 1, Communication Foundation 1 requirement, we see that this requirement has been satisfied with the course ENC 1101, Composition 1. We also see that this was a 3-credit course that was taken in the fall 2011 term, and the grade earned was an A. Finally, we know that this course was transferred to the university because the course prefix and number, ENC 1101, is listed in the Type column, and because it is noted with a purple arrow in the Status column. Likewise, if we click on the green arrow next to the Gordon Rule writing requirement, the audit will expand to show us the list of courses used to satisfy the writing elements of Gordon Rule. Notice here that the courses labeled with EN in the Type column indicates that these 2 courses were completed at UCF. The other courses, those with prefix and number and a purple arrow icon, indicate that these were transfer courses. Please note, some transfer courses may appear as UCF 1000, 2000, etc. in the course column. This means that the courses have not yet been evaluated for equivalency to a specific UCF course. The second main section on the MyKnight Audit is the State of Florida and University Requirements. Please pay particular attention to each of the subsections located here, as this is where you will find your UCF and cumulative GPA, information about your upper-level credit hour requirements, and other very important information with regards to state and university requirements. The third main section on the MyKnight Audit is the Common Program Prerequisites section, which is specific to each academic degree program. Notice in this example that this section lists all of the common program prerequisite requirements that are specific to the public administration major. The fourth and final section on the MyKnight Audit is also specific to the academic degree and lists all of the courses required for degree completion. In this example, the audit shows all of the requirements for the degree of public administration. By expanding this section, you will find each component of the major, including core courses, degree courses, and any additional requirements, such as electives, that are needed to complete this major. You will also find here any courses that have been taken as other courses, which are courses not used to satisfy specific requirements on the audit. It is important to review your audit at least once per term, and to know which components you have satisfied and which components you have not yet satisfied. Also, be sure to meet with your advisor on a regular basis, as your advisor will review your audit with you and help you to plan courses so that you can stay on track with your academic progress.